Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a full game commentary of a solo queue game that I played, that I recorded myself playing about 2-ish months ago. Like I really wanted to do a commentary on this game because I thought it was a good game and a cool game, you know? But I I never got around to it, I guess. I have a couple other games as well that I recorded that I thought were pretty good. And I haven't been recording the ones that I played recently, unfortunately. Anyways, so this is like almost everyone is challenger in this game. There's maybe like one or two Grandmaster players. We have, I think this is Swiffer or something from OCE. We have Josedeodo as my mid laner. Donadosco, I think, is some Latin American pro player. And then there's Tomo, Pseudo. I think this is like some academy player. Bradley. This guy is off pro. I think he's a AD carry player. And then it's Tony Top on Gangplank. So it's not like the highest ranked game of all time or the craziest game of all time, but it's a pretty decently high elo game. And the backstory for this game is like Josedeodo, of course, also is a jungle main, and he doesn't feel that much, but like sometimes he does, I guess. But for some reason, he always lets me jungle. He's always let me jungle, but like at this point, this was like the fourth time that I played with him, and that he gave me jungle, and I was like, every other time we lost and it was sad and like I didn't play as well as maybe I could have or whatever, you know what I mean? And I was like, I really don't want to let him down again because I felt bad. If someone's like giving me jungle and they're being nice and they're trying their best on like offload or whatever, it feels really bad if you're, uh, you know, letting them down, I guess. So let's just see real quick. So the enemy top shows like right away. So I'm pretty convinced that the enemy jungler started bot side. Right, and then not only had I lost the last couple games that Josedeodo gave me jungle, but I was also on a bit of a loss streak right now. And yeah, I can't say with absolute certainty if Udyr started bot side, but uh, this is kind of funny actually. I normally take E level 2 if I'm gonna do blue and Gromp, but someone took my blast cone, so I couldn't. I had to take Q to go over it. I mean, I could have like walked all the way around, but that would have been a waste of time. I guess it would have probably been much worse than having just taken Q instead. So my ball lane's having a rough time, I guess. This will die, but it would have been really close on the last tick. It might have started regenerating just as the last tick went through. I'm using Psyops this game. It was like I wanted to get some games where I'm playing with Psyops. So you guys are gonna see like this is a pretty cool game as it gets going. So right now, like I'm imagining Udyr is like clearing up and I'm just clearing down. I'm gonna probably just like take the Scuttle Crab. And yeah. I'm just placing this ward because sometimes like I'll have enemy junglers wrap around and come back down from there. So it feels helpful. So there's Udyr, he just full cleared up. As I kind of expected. This guy looks killable, so I'm kind of like the Akali is almost low enough that I can flash Q him. So I'm like, maybe we can look for it, and then it doesn't seem like it, but then now like Ral's coming, so it definitely seems like maybe we can. I'm like maybe just barely showing there, like this is kind of funny. Honestly, like, okay, I was gonna say like for a moment there it looked like if I just eat through the creeps onto Akali, then I could Q out him, but then Udyr came in and we're having this big fight now. But this looks good for us, to me. Oops. Okay. Well, that feels like it could have landed. I'm actually really bad. Now Ezreal's coming as well, so you gotta be careful. I was like, no way I can get this Q. Braum's gonna block it, and then I actually almost got it. The thing is, if I kept holding it, then Braum can move in front of me or whatever. This stopping the back here is really good. Now I'm just waiting for my E to come up so I can do this. I would have gone for it right away, but my E wasn't quite up yet, so. But that was a pretty nice play, so I'm just like kind of BMing now. I get my back stopped though, so it's really troll. But it's okay, because I wanted to hold those creeps anyways, kind of. I feel like if I wasn't getting them, then it would have been no one, so. It's pretty funny though. I have to like move myself on the scoreboard. I don't know. I probably get around to it at some point. Anyway, so I'm just gonna like clear my golems, and then go back probably here and use my smite. And it looks like there's like a bot fight happening, so in the middle of like clearing my golems, I'm just like, I gotta go bottom, gotta go bottom. If anything, I should have left sooner, but I still like I managed to finish them while getting out my Q, so not so bad. Oh, my Q just really doesn't land there, and I just really don't get the third auto on Ezreal. It's such a bummer. I feel like we could have gotten something much better there, but then again, I mean, the Ezreal was holding out the flash, like it didn't make that much sense. I also could have been here sooner though too, like as the fight was happening. I could help with that CS. Oops. I guess now it's like my counts are all up, so it feels like maybe I can just go back and clear everything. I could look for Dragon too, potentially, I guess, type of thing. But like it's an air dragon, so it doesn't feel like it's that valuable. And then yeah, the Udyr is really not being smart to look to fight there because I just showed bottom going up. I mean, like that's really bad awareness from him, but he's off roll, so that's probably the main reason why, honestly. Let this die. This feels like we can't do anything here, but I guess Rel's coming, and the Kelly's still level 5, and I got 6, right? Yeah, so it's free. Okay, Rel stole that, but that's okay. Pretty free. I guess I didn't even notice it while I'm watching, but I was like, oh man, I'm so stupid. I was like 1 XP off hitting level 6. Dude, that's so... I mean, I guess it was a little greedy to try to look for that, but like, it's such a bummer. It was like 10 HP off from getting that big Raptor. Not the end of the world, though. Just trying to push my lead a little bit more. Okay, hold my other ED here, then the small wolves will just die. The big one might need one more hit, it's kind of close. Dude literally just stole my... Yeah, it's so early in the game, and I get so much extra experience from the jungle item, and he's just stealing this, like, while I'm about to get there, like... It's kind of lame, honestly. I don't agree with that choice. Way uncool. I'm kind of joking about it, because, like, it looks like this game's just over anyways, and... You know, it's not like he made the Gromp go to the enemy team or something, it's just that I was gonna take it, and it does give me a bit more. But okay. So on our way to bottom. Surprised I didn't proc my red trinket here. It's a free kill on Ezreal because he has no sums. My LT is not for 30 seconds, so I don't think I can really get this guy. We can invade his blue though. I mean, there's a big wave mid. And I guess Akali's missing. Braum presumably is potentially in the area. Just gonna take the scuttle and get out. So Dragon's still on the table. I usually end up going for Dragon pretty early in the game. So Akali was actually heading top, so we could have maybe been looking for that. You know, what could have been pretty good is just picking up the scuttle really quickly and getting some of the mid wave, because there was a huge wave at mid that got missed. But it's okay, yeah. But it's just this game, I guess I've been busy with like other stuff, like the mid stuff, the mid gank and fights, and then the ball lane ganks and fights and whatever. Like, I haven't found too much time to be looking for Dragon, and it's an air dragon anyways. Like I could be making time for it, like intentionally, but it's like this is like 2-ish months ago. The air dragon I think it might be a little bit stronger now, but yeah, it's like if there's good stuff to be doing anyways, and the dragon's not guaranteed, and or the dragon's just not that valuable, then there's no need to like make some giant point out of going for it. With the times I prefer getting dragon the most is just when like it doesn't look like there's anything else to do anyways, and it's like really low risk to go for. That's what it feels best to me, and I think it's really good for Vi. Like she's just great at doing dragon. I've got I got Sandra here and a longsword. Like waiting a little bit because I want to get the red trinket. Know whether or not we're being seen as we're going down. This just looks like free kills though. If anything, like yeah, it doesn't need to make a difference. It's just free kills. It's kind of funny. I was gonna try to might steal that Braum. I think I was looking for it, kind of like taking farm bottom, just helping them push sort of. But also it's like it's not that they wouldn't have been able to push anyways, but like helping the team push really quickly so you can just move to an objective like dragon or tower or rift or baron or whatever is usually a good thing. Even if it means the farm will go to me instead of them or them instead of me or whatever, like just the general notion of just like pushing it in, getting things going. Looks like free kill mid. Oops, I fucked up pretty bad, but it doesn't matter. That was like free, the guy was stunned. I just wasn't expecting him to fly like that, so I like, and then I knew he wasn't It was going to be Sun only for a little bit. This is a shame that they got the Rift, but it's like free kills. So the game's looking pretty over at this point. It's looking over like everywhere. Like my ball lane was losing, but at this point the enemy ball lane has died enough times to me that they're not really losing at all anymore. Mid lane wasn't doing like incredible or whatever, but once me and Rel started doing some stuff there, like it's not that he was behind, but it was, you know, it's not like he was ahead, but like once me and Rel started doing some fights and stuff there, like it just quickly became like really good for us. Yeah, I'm gonna get out my E. I'm just joking with my team because he's like, sorry, big fella, and I'm like, I just remembered, like, I have this friend who like always says big fella or whatever, and he like stayed in Australia for a few years. Yeah, I'm like saying that to him. I think he doesn't even end up replying, which is kind of funny. Probably didn't even notice that I said that, or he's busy focusing on the game. I don't know. I'm kind of just, I don't even type like this like almost ever, so I must have really been like, this game's just fucking done, because it kind of was. A lot of the time I go Lucidity Boots. But in this game I went for Tabby with Pickaxe, so I'm... He's from New Zealand. That's funny. Well, I mean, like, honestly, they have pretty similar, like, slang and stuff anyways, so... Anyways, what was I gonna say? Normally I go for, like, Lucidity with, like, Starak components or whatever. In this case, I think, like, because I'm just so ahead, I need to get my CDR from somewhere. Like, I've got a little bit of CDR from... So great for the Scuttle. What if I ended up needing that blue smite to win this fight? Nah, it's okay. I could have interrupted him going here or there, like, honestly. But we're still fine. Like, there's no way he can do anything about this. It's not even close. Anyways, I think because I'm just so ahead, I'm thinking, like, I'm gonna go Ravenous Hydra to get the CDR, and I'm just gonna get, like, defensive boots instead. Because that's, like, pretty fun. It's more fun, honestly, than Starak. Starak is kind of like, it's like a team fighting, you know, a little bit more defensive item, I guess. This is brutal for Akali. I wish I had my E up there. This guy looks pretty dead. Yeah, see, this game's just kind of a stomp. But, like, you know, it's a stomp, I guess, but, like, it's mostly with, like, with and against some pretty good players. And I was really happy that I did really well this game, that this game went really well, because, like, I felt so bad about, like, the recent games I had that were losses and all the other games I had with Josedeodo, where there was just, like, whoops, this is, like, a free kill for me. I just fucked up, like, it's so hilarious, because, like, not only was missing the Q, like, really stupid and super easy to land, but, like, on top of that, I could have eat through the tower super easily and gotten the kill if I had just been looking for it sooner. It just to me seemed like impossible after I missed that Q. I was like, alright, I'm depressed, I'm leaving, you know? And then the craziest part is that the Jhin ended up getting anyways. That guy's actually pretty good on Jhin. Like, I don't really know who he is, but I know he plays a lot of Jhin, and he's actually pretty good on Jhin. Yeah, the one thing about this game, though, is, like, the fact that the enemy jungler is auto-filled is definitely, like, doing a lot of good for us. But I don't know, I think he had some other games on Udyr or something? I'm not really sure. Sometimes, like, someone seems like they're autofill, but it's actually just someone else playing on the account. That can really fuck you up in Challenger. Because, like, for example, like, you think that someone's gonna, like, play poorly because they're, like, first timing something or whatever, but, like, it's just someone doing a boost or whatever on some random other person's account, and, like, you just end up underestimating them, and then by the time they've made a couple plays and you realize that it's actually a good player playing whatever role or whatever, the game's just already, it's like, it's too late. It's too late to have learned that lesson, I guess. But in this case, the guy seems pretty bad. So I actually end up going Starak anyways, which is kind of funny. I don't really have much CDR here. I guess it just, like, it's just such a safe option, honestly. Like, Ravenous Hydra would have been good here, though, because I don't have any CDR other than my Divine. And it, like, that doesn't sound like, you know, a big deal, but honestly, it feels like a lot worse. I'm not gonna lie. That's why, like, I've come to think these days. This game was a little while ago. It's not that long ago, like 2-ish months, but these days it's like, that's basically my philosophy with itemization. It's just like, oh my god, what a nuisance. He lives like 1 HP. Get over here, you jerk. Oh my god. Hey, you know, it's actually a good thing that Silas got the kill, because it added 150 gold to our team. If Silas hadn't gotten the kill, then there would have been just me getting a kill with no assist. So yeah, it's actually better, but it felt pretty bad for me. I should have pinged that bush there, I guess, too, if I really want to make sure I got it, or just not hit the ward, because that's just silly, but it's irrelevant at this point. The game is pretty much over. That's the thing, too, and, like, especially in challenger games, but, like, even just in general with League of Legends, like, people talk a lot about, like, they're like, dude, what if I built, like, Vi with, like, this item, and this item, and, dude, that's not possible anymore. That wouldn't be possible, and, yeah, they fixed that, like, a couple weeks ago, thank God. He got out of the CC at like the same time I did, so even though I like queued him as fast as I could, I didn't hit him before he flashed away, which is, yeah, that's one of the changes they specifically did. I could just be going on to Gangplank there, but it just looked like, okay, I'll just go get the dragon, I guess. I don't know. I don't even have smite, so it's kind of funny that I would even be doing that, but yeah, now we're kind of getting run over. I mean, I think that's maybe the reason why I wanted to just look for the dragon, is because, like, I knew that, yeah, I'm so strong that I still killed the Udyr. I knew that like the rest of the team was getting there, and we're going to be outnumbered with the Rel being like chunked and stuff, so it was like, it felt like we should really just pick up the dragon. Oh, that's too bad. Greedy for the golems and died for it. So we gave some pretty big shutdowns, but at least we got the dragon. It's not too bad. I think Salas might have died before this as well, I'm not really sure. Yeah, Kelly definitely went over, but actually she wants to fight this, which is... seems like it could work, but no, it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. Wow, it actually worked out really well. I looked away because I spawned, but... Okay, it looks like I'm going for Death Dance, actually. I guess Death Dance, I was thinking, because, like... you know, they're reasonably heavy on AD. I don't know, the Ezreal and the Gangplank. And Udyr, I guess, to a lesser degree. They're pretty mixed damage, though. Honestly, like, I kind of fucked up my build here. I did want a CDR item. I guess maybe I just like, I really wanted this to be like a good game for me, and I didn't want to like build Ravenous, but honestly Ravenous is not that bad. Like I think at the time I was thinking like, I'm not gonna troll and get Ravenous, I'm not gonna troll and get Ravenous, but like yeah, I don't know. I needed some CDR. It's okay. But yeah, anyways, right, what I was gonna say is like, people talk about like these like Vi builds where it's like they're talking about like, and then I'll get like Bork, and then I'll have Rageblade, and then I'll have like, Black Cleaver, and it's like, dude, what is this hour-long game you're playing? Like, first of all, like, none of my games are like 40-50 minutes long. Second of all, like, that's like 3 games I've played in the entire season. Second of all, like, to get to, 5 or 6 item build. Second of all, like, the games are already decided before I've even finished one item sometimes. Like, I would say like half the games are completely decided, or almost completely decided, before I've even finished a single item. And like the other, almost the entire remaining other half of games are decided by the time I'm finishing like my second item or whatever. So it's just like, it just doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there's like theory crafting about like, what item you're gonna buy to like make your crazy, like weird, like buy build or whatever, like presuming the game's gonna go to 45 minutes or whatever. Like, you really just gotta get like those big impactful early items and just pick up the stuff that's the strongest, and just also, I mean, most importantly above everything else, obviously, just play well. Like, playing the jungle well and communicating well and the objectives well and stuff and being at the right places, like, it's just, that's just the key. It's not even really the items. There's a lot of stuff like that in League of Legends, though. Like, everything does matter, but like, gameplay ends up mattering more than anything else too at the same time. Managed to get his barrel there. That's pretty nice. They are taking a while to like, we are taking a while to like close this out or whatever, but it's kind of just us going around like picking up everything and killing everyone. My team is throwing a little bit. I threw a little bit too, but not really that much, but a little bit for sure. I don't know why I'm like hesitating so much on like what I want to do here. I think it's because like I was like gonna run out of mana if I tried to do something or whatever, and I was trying to like also line up Gangplank so that I could kill him and Braum at the same time or whatever. Dude, this is so horribly played from me. It's ridiculous. Like, that was one of the worst played things I've ever done in my entire life. Holy shit, I can't believe I just watched myself do that. Oh my god. I could have just literally focused down Gangplank and then ulted like a little bit later or whatever, or like just okay, alright, it's alright. It doesn't matter. I just got in, like, even before that I was like, I think it's like I was on a loss streak at the time, so I actually wasn't playing that well overall today. Or this day, sorry, I mean. So like but I just like happened to have the game go really, really well this time because I made like some good choices and whatever. My team was playing well overall. But like you can kind of see it there that like I'm really just like doing some pretty dumb stuff too. And then I'm like, oh, okay, right, I'm not playing that well today. Like let me just kind of, you know, try to keep things together so we can close this one out and win. I pick up the Kleber here because I just felt like the fights were lasting a long time. Like Udyr is like building some armor, Brahm's pretty durable, Akali and GP are pretty durable honestly, and then Ezreal's gonna get like Frozen Heart or whatever. Like Ezreal has no summoners here, so it's pretty free to get him. Anyways, yeah, I felt like it could be a decent idea. It's not necessarily an amazing idea, but just because my solos are both magical damage, but it's alright. It's still okay. I could have landed this. It's pretty bad for me. Oh, we're still getting him, I think. Oh, we're not getting him. Yeah. Well, you know, it was a good try. I guess we're still trying, apparently. Yeah, it's not happening. Oh my god, he kills himself for no explainable reason. Thanks, Udyr. Really made my day. There's like Black Cleaver bug is still in the game. It's kind of funny. I actually missed that Q. It's kind of sad. Yeah. Anyways, so a little bit of throws, but the game's pretty much over. And yeah, I was pretty happy. Like me and Josedeodo both did really, really well. So it really felt like some kind of like anime arc or something. Like I disappointed him over and over, and then we just had this like this blowout performance where we both were just stomping, and not even like against, you know, like the worst players of all time or whatever. Sometimes like, and I say that because like sometimes you get into a game and like for whatever reason, like the enemy team just has like some people that are playing really poorly or like just some really bad players or whatever. But no, this enemy team is decent, I guess. The Udyr wasn't that good though, I will admit. Anyways, yeah, so I end up going Black Cleaver and I'm going Death Dance, I guess. Seems like. I think if I played this game again now, I would have gone Lucidity Boots with Strax, and then I would have gone Gargoyles after for sure. Or maybe Mercs? Mercs would have actually been pretty solid here, not gonna lie. I don't know. I rarely get defensive boots. I just feel like I can't not have that CDR, because if I don't, then I can't get the Strax and stuff. It's kind of annoying. I'll probably make, like, someone was asking about, like, videos about Vi itemization and stuff, because, like, I have some videos kind of about that, but, like, for, like, detailed, like, conversations about itemization options, like what I'm talking about right now, like, I don't have too much like that. I will probably make some of those as well, because I've been wanting to make some videos talking about this sort of thing, but there's also been lots of people asking for, like, gameplay commentary type videos, so here we're just kind of pushing mid now, I guess. It's weird because, like, yeah, like I was just saying, this game's been over for a while, but we've just been kind of, like, you know, slowly closing it out. I'm suggesting we just go pick up Baron to make sure that we don't just, like, randomly troll this, like, last push thing.
I don't care.
It's good because, like, especially in this kind of scenario, this actually is applicable and useful information. Like, honestly, if you're in this kind of like final push situation where like maybe you can close the game out because you're so ahead, but like, you know, realistically they might be able to defend as well. Like, but let's say like an important dragon is about to come up, or Elder is about to come up, or Baron's gonna come up, or whatever. Like, you really do want to clean that objective off, because if for some reason like you or some like people on your team or whatever do something really stupid and fuck up, then like suddenly like the downside of messing up, instead of just being like, oh okay, well, you know, whatever, we're just gonna start the push again or whatever type thing, it becomes like, holy shit, we're losing like this, you know, super big objective. Like suddenly it's a huge swing and the team can win. This death made no sense for me. I should definitely have just ulted onto the Akali or something like right away. I got kind of worried about the potential for a steal. I'm a little confused as to how that happened in the first place in general, but it's alright. It worked out. My death is not that big of a deal there. I am building towards Death Dance. I'm 100 gold off of it, unfortunately. My team's kind of like trying to continue fighting, but they don't really need to, and it's not necessarily ideal. We have Soul coming up in 2 minutes as well that we can pick up. Alright, nice. So the enemy team didn't notice that the Sylas went back and weren't respecting that he was going to be back on the map soon, so they just got triple killed. Pretty nice. Pretty nice little cleanup. Coming through. Yeah, no, the game looks pretty over. I don't know if we end up getting the Soul. Like, in a lot of games like this, I think the enemy team would FF, but I think we've been throwing like just enough. Like, if we were throwing just a little bit less, they would FF. But we've thrown the game just enough that they're not FFing type thing. So for some reason, Sylas is just killing them at their base. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna pick some stuff up and then look for Soul or whatever. But as it turns out, apparently we could have maybe just ended. But now, obviously not, because the enemy, the Gangplank Kali has our backup. So I'm kind of just hanging around, like, seeing if somebody face checks or whatever, maybe, while waiting for maybe this will come up or my team to get back with me. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And yeah, they don't end up showing there. Kind of disappointed. I wasn't expecting to kill anyone, but I was expecting to, like, maybe be able to, like, chunk Braum out or whatever. I have Death Dance now and back, but it's maybe not necessarily... You know what wouldn't have been a bad choice is, like, you know how I cleared, like, a camp or two and then, like, sat on hero while my Sylas backed and reset? What I could have done is, like, maybe cleared, like, a camper or two or whatever and then backed with Sylas and then gone Death Dance and returned to the push, because, like, the time I spent waiting around here didn't really do anything and I could have had an item completed. Not that it matters, but, like, if the game was super close or whatever, then maybe it would have mattered. So here I'm just kind of, like, running it in. Of course, I know I can survive, like, a lot, and then my team can just follow up and it's free. This Q is really bad for me, but it's alright because the game's over. I'd say the early game was really good in some ways. Like, I had some really good plays. I was having a lot of presence. That was probably the most interesting part of the game. After that, the game was just kind of us just kind of styling on them and winning the game. Apart from a little throw or two. Anyways, yeah, that's the game for today that I'm doing. I'm going to do some more informational videos, and I'll do some more gameplay commentaries as well for you guys. Just let me know what you guys want to see from me, and I'll try to work on that. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, take care.